Our next guest is a yoga instructor, avid practitioner, and has now added book contributor to her resume. Please welcome to the show the beautiful Heather Foat.
Heather, what's up? Welcome to the program. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're popping with that red dress on that yellow couch, isn't she?
And she's beautiful.
Wow, something else. Now, you contributed to the book, Nourish,
Yes.
and then there's a subtitle there that you can read.
The Beginner's Guide to Eating Healthy and Staying Fit.
There it is. Okay, now you contributed to this. This is a pretty interesting story, how you got involved with this book, right? Mm-hmm. Tell us.
Yeah, I am a full-time yoga instructor here in San Diego and a studio at Pura Vida in Gaslamp, a student.
Pura Vida, huh?
Pura Vida.
Okay.
As white people, we would say Pura.
Pura Vida is what I thought it was.
Yeah, but it's Pura Vida. But a student came in, and she is a a cancer survivor, and she was looking to bring movement to her body. And her doctor encouraged her to come do yoga. And so thankfully, she came to my class. And within my classes, it's beyond just moving the body. It's about the mind and the spirit. And so she resonated with my style and who I am as a teacher. And so along this book, she brought me along, and I got to model in it as well as write the foreword.
Yeah, so there's pictures of you in here doing yoga, right? Mm-hmm. That's pretty awesome. And this book, you guys have been doing stuff at Jimbo's, like it's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, the purpose is to bring the joy of movement to people's bodies. It's not about me trying to put people in a handstand. It's about recirculating blood and circulating energy and really connecting to oneself. So with nourishment, it's an encompassing of eating properly, but also nourishing oneself and their mind, their body, their spirit.
That's great, because
all inclusive.
The thing that I'm always concerned about when you meet a yogi is that they're going to want to put you in a headstand right away. Like, oh yeah, you can do it. Come on, get on your head.
It's like, Derek, come on, you could do it.
Seriously, it's funny. No, I'm not there yet in my practice, but it's not as frequent as yours. You're doing yoga every day pretty much, right?
Yeah, I teach avidly, but I think that that's what's the thing that takes place in yoga. Like, you think of it as the physical, but Gandhi was a yogi and Mother Teresa was a yogi, and I don't think like you were trying to do handstands. They're just trying to have service hearts and teach about goodness. So yoga is physical, but it's also about some things that are actually much more deeper than just getting into a physical posture.
So let's expand on that for Jen. Do you do yoga, by the way? Are you yogi?
I've done yoga over the years. My sister is a hardcore yogi. I love it. Every time I do it, I feel so much better about myself. And it really teaches you the lesson to surrender, right?
Yeah. So did you take the poll, by the way, Jen? Are you included in the poll?
I'm not included in the poll. But the poll, the San Diegans in this community, we are yogis here. I think it was over 67% of the people we polled said that they do yoga.
Regularly.
Yes, regularly.
Regularly do yoga.
What does that mean? Does that mean 3 to 5 times a week?
I would say that consistently probably doing it. If I was going to say I do it regularly, I'd do it every week, So we had, and then 88, almost 89% report doing yoga, not consistently, but they're doing it. They're in the they would say, I do yoga.
Yeah, maybe once a week or something.
Only a few small 11% said that no, but I used to do yoga, and absolutely no one said they've never done it here in San Diego. So that really tells us something, and I would like for you to help us define it. The what is yoga question, right? Because you've alluded to it a couple times. It's not just about movement. It's not exercise. There's more to it than that. Mm-hmm. How do you help people find that? Because that's the real pearl, right, in the clam is that it's more than just these physical movements and the physical exercise and the sweating and all the good things that come from that. There's something deeper there.
Right. Well, I think that one should know that there are many different types of yoga. So there's athletic yoga, there's gentle yoga, there's relaxing yoga, Bikram, which are just standing postures. There's so many different types. It's always encouraged to go to local spaces and find what works with you. What is yoga? I think yoga challenges the body, but it's a practice that focuses the mind, and that's what differentiates this form of exercise amongst others, because we are encouraging the union of mind and body. So with that, along the process, spiritual growth takes place as well. So it's an all-inclusive practice with essentially all layers of yourself.
Do you consider it to be a religion?
I was thinking of this question, and I'm going to kind of thread this in with the Pope. He was just recently here, Pope Francis. And something that I really liked about his speech was that we have these pillars on religion and how important it is that we start to have religious freedom. And I thought it was really inspiring for the spiritual leader to be talking about that and how important it is for people to find the best within each self. Because with that, finding the enemy within is how we start to stop imitating hate and violence. So is yoga a religion? I think that it's going to be whatever it's going to be for somebody.
There's an ethical practice, though, attached to it,
Yeah.
right? The yamas and niyamas.
Yeah, I mean, I think that within my classes I teach about basic goodness. But essentially, it's about finding the hero within, and that's really what it's all about. And that's what yoga was designed for 5,000 years ago. And within its text, thousands of years ago, it talks about suspending the mind. And I think that's so fascinating that even back thousands of years ago, they're talking about an infatuated mind. So this practice is about quieting the chatter and allowing somebody to kind of go into themselves, to search within themselves.
And for people who haven't ever done that or experienced it, it's very difficult to sort of picture it. You know, it's like trying to describe the taste of something to someone who's never had it before. But here's how I would look at it. For most people who are going to the gym, I mean, you see it. People are on bikes and they're on their phone. It's crazy, but that's what's happening. They're like on stationary bikes sitting there and they're on their phone. That's not possible with yoga. It forces you to be present because you have to be thinking about where are all my body parts right now? What is going on? You will not be thinking about the meeting you have afterwards. You will not be thinking about what you have to do when you get home while you're doing it. It's impossible. You can't because you have to focus on breathing and the movements. And so I think that's where it's a big differentiator from just normal exercise or anything that you would do to bring movement in your body. Now, some people can exercise and can connect to the present moment by getting on a stationary bike.
Right.
Some people can go for a walk and they can connect that way as well. But yoga leaves you no other choice.
Right.
So if you have trouble connecting with the present, if you have anxiety, if you have just trouble, you're distracted easily, you have trouble focusing, I think trying yoga would be a really, really good idea.
Right. It's about bringing the mind back into the body. And we do that in yoga by finding breath and consistently trying to be aware of the breath and trying to stay truly awake amidst the activity that's right before you. And it's a practice that has to be done over and over again, being and returning to the present moment.
Fantastic stuff. Heather, Phil, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're amazing. Stick around for more Smarter San Diego TV, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else. It's all commercial free.